Oh? Okay.
Challenge begets victory.
Sure, I'll take a free promotion. However, first, I want to finish up Armored Lord.
Challenge the
70%. Let's go for it. Hell yeah. Got him.
Oh yeah, nailed it.
You did it. You did it. Try it. Hey!
I passed thanks to you, Professor.
Sure. Now let's have a look at Grimmery. Okay, she's back to double uses for both white and black magic. Good stuff. Huh, their class is just double uses for all magic. Okay then. I'm slightly sad that there's no male equivalent to that, because, well, I would like a master level Dark Bishop. Explore. Still don't have these. Axe tournament, huh? Well, Edelgard should do just fine. A little bit. You know, taking no damage and doubling. I personally don't know how she's gonna do it.
I do not tolerate obstacles. I do not tolerate obstacles.
God, this one actually is gonna deal damage. If he hits.
The only possible outcome. Let's keep up the pace.
You did it! Man, that was rough.
Hello.
I enjoy attacks that are surprising.
I have excitement in my heart for secret tactics. I enjoy attacks that are surprising. Yes, hunting is doing surprise attacks on prey. Surprise attacks are safe with friends. Fewer injuries.
I'll
That is
stay.
a wonderful thing. I have no liking for the thought of losing anyone.
Yeah. We lost Flame though, and it feels bad.
Last month's fight with the Knights of Saros was a disaster. Are you asking if I'm okay with killing my former colleagues? Sometimes it's easier to get by without any personal attachment or religious beliefs.
Kaden. Morale meals.
Sharing a meal with your allies makes you forget the differences and where you're all from.
So you finally approve of me. Let us toast to that. This is my favorite.
Eating delicious food.
While I have little interest in...
Driving back the Knights of Saros is a big deal for the Imperial Army. Defeating the Alliance was hugely exciting. But this victory will probably just add to your reputation. Now, if you could only sway the loyalties of the Kingdom's lords... Is it even possible?
Probably not.
What do you think? Next, we'll be headed to the kingdom capital of Ferdiad to begin the invasion, right? I wonder if we can defeat the Tempest King. We have to.
That was an unexpectedly fierce battle. The Knights of Saros were tough opponents. If the Archbishop had been there, we would have been in trouble. If it hadn't been for the efforts of the main force, who even knows?
Dimitri, the King of Fargus.
He despises Edelgard and everything she stands for. I am of the opinion that a man seized by such strong feelings is not fit to be king. It is a sad situation, really. No, they cannot. Kingly judgment has to be wholly separate from the emotions of the individual. At any rate, I find it hard to imagine that Dimitri could defeat Edelgard.
Professor? Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Between Garreg Mach and Ferdiad stretch the plains of Teal'c. That's the site of the ancient battle where Nemesis, the King of Liberation, fought the prophet Seros. If our forces end up fighting our enemies there, it'll be a clash passed down through the ages.
I suppose it would, but... not too interested in that.
Welcome! Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Come back soon.
All right, off to the kingdom's capital we go. What's the matter? Should I not be excited? I can't help it. Everyone's got to have something to look forward to.
Do you not know?
What do you require? Farewell.
Right. No.
Yes.
Is this it? There you go.
Yeah, his stuff's still doing good.
Is this it? There you go.
Okay.
Come back anytime.
What? Randolph has fallen. He was a good person. It's a shame. When someone close to you dies, you really feel the horrors of war. Please watch out for yourself.
Thanks.
It's hard to feel cheery when you've just gone to battle against old friends.
Then why were you just laughing?
No, I will not let myself be gloomy. Fishing, huh? That may brighten my mood a bit now that you mention it. I'm sure it must be even harder for you to fight against your students. When times are tough, just remember, you can always rely on your pal Alois.
I've been informed of the surprise attack. That information could be devastating were the enemy to find out. It moves me to know I've been trusted with it. Edelgard and those within the army, they really do trust me. Initially, I had my own motives for joining the Black Eagle Strike Force. But now, all I want
what were
is
your
to support
motives?
Edelgard. What?
Professor?
Okay. The old general who serves the Rowe family in Aryan Road is known for being a curmudgeon. Even if we invited him to join our side, he probably just wouldn't respond.
Then we kill him, I guess. Seems to be how this stuff goes.
Hi there.
Hi.
My brother fought proudly to the end and died an honorable death. He said something to me before the battle, but he was entrusting his dream to me. I'm gonna see this battle through to the end. I'm gonna fight for my brother.
Can I recruit you? No? Okay.
Right.
What just happened? Ghost soldier.
Destroying Seventh is a big achievement, but as long as the Archbishop remains in good health, we must remain vigilant. One day they'll probably try to surprise attack us again. We have to attack them first.
Oh. I heard that Randolph died in battle guarding Garrick Mach. We knew each other for, wow, more than 5 years. My chest feels tight. Think about it. There's no end in sight to the fighting. I might be next. Any of us could be. Together, eh? That sounds like one of Sylvain's old pickup lines. But, yes. Let's get through this war, together.
Right.
Oh.
I've dedicated my life to serving the church. However, now, all that comes from the church is talk of spilling blood. Now that we've even lost Sedith, possibility of the church returning to its former power is slim. Today, I came to beg the goddess to grant me leave to quit my position. From tomorrow, I live by my own values.
One note. Every day is filled with nothing but the harshness of war. My only solace is eating sweets. Is that childish of me? Yeah, there's no doubt who that was.
Need something? See you again soon.
Carry on. Are there any sword teachers anymore? I guess Petra. Oh, and Manuela can teach swords and faith. To the second floor.
This was a trying month, but we did manage to hold Garreg Mach. If only just. The power of Seteth in Flame was certainly a sight to behold. The Archbishop's supporters were strong, but with this victory, we have all but cornered the Church of Seros and its knights. The goddess above shall give way to the darkness that has long dwelled below.
Please don't laugh.
I have
Ever.
a request for you.
Okay.
Could I trouble?
No, you couldn't.
How have we come to this? Fighting the Archbishop and her knights? I'd never imagined. I hate this so much. Professor, I tried. I gave treatment to everyone I could, but lives were still lost. The infirmary is as much a morgue right now as it is a place of care and healing.
I thought you joined this war knowing explicitly that we were going to be fighting the church and their knights. Was that not the case?
What of this? There's a school of sorcery in Ferdiad, which is staffed by the top minds of magical research. The study of crests and sorcery should not be separate. I've often thought I should pay them a visit someday. I never imagined I might end up invading the place with an army, though. Not how I imagined it at all.
Reminds me, you must know about the Western Church in the Kingdom and the Eastern Church in the Alliance. But you probably don't know about the Southern Church. It used to exist a long time ago in Enbar. About 120 years ago, they had a massive insurrection. The bishop of the Southern Church who participated was exiled by the furious emperor. After that, the empire reconciled with the Central Church, but relations continued to be strained. That history has probably laid the groundwork for the current antagonism among the Empire's citizens.
There are stories of heroes' relics 1,000 years ago, of which we have no real evidence today. So many, in fact, that I'm led to wonder if those relics are nothing more than legends. Especially since we know of relics like those passed down in the families of the 10 Fodlan elites.
Hey, you.
Really?
Every time she just walks out of the wall. Stop it.
I've got a dream, you know. I don't know if it'll come true, but it's nice to hope. Remember when I went to Bridget with Petra? I drew a picture of some of the flowers I saw there. Next time, I want to go even farther. Maybe Dacta. Maybe even past that. I want to fill a whole book with drawings of the biggest plants I see. And the carnivorous ones especially. Oh, I hope I get the chance.
That's unexpected.
Professor, halt! Don't come in here. I thought I told you to forget about that. There's something I don't want you to see. So, you know about it. Yes, it's a portrait of you. I painted it myself. It's, quite disgraceful. I did a terrible job with it, and it looks nothing like you. I'm happy that you appreciate my efforts, but please don't touch that door.
God, what is this? Did she go Bernadetta on me? Meanwhile, Bernadetta's talking about journeying far, far to the west for fun. What is going on with the world? I don't understand anything anymore. Well, that was productive.
The battlefield has much to teach.
You need to bump up his spears if I want to make him a Dark Knight. Hey!
I'd never have learned this back in my room. Everything went pretty well.
One more.
Don't stop. Perseverance is the key. Got.
I have a question for you, Professor.
I forgot to change Bernadetta's goals. I sometimes find books written in languages I've never seen before. I'd love to read them somehow, but I don't even know where to start. Do you have any ideas? Keep looking at the words until they start to make sense.
I do believe you're right.
My motivation is already at max. Focus on Lance and writing skills, or focus on Lance and writing skills to excel as a cavalry class. Lycitia support. Do it.
Thank you for helping me with my training again today, Professor. I'm gonna keep at it for a while longer, so you go on ahead. I can't. Not when I'm right on the cusp of using my power to greater potential. Surely you yourself are tired. Just don't worry about me, okay?
Okay, I'm a little worried about you.
I'm sorry, Professor. It was careless of me to continue, despite how fatigued I clearly was. I probably should have listened to you. Now I've made a mess of things. I can't help but feel the need to rush in all things constantly. You get that way when you realize you haven't got much time. 13 years ago, House Ordelia was involved in a civil conflict within the Empire. All we did was respond to a call for aid. We weren't involved politically. But once the rebellion was crushed, my family was held responsible for the aid we gave, and the Empire gained some sway over us as a result. At the time, the noble houses of the Alliance took a passive stance. No one lent aid to my family. As a result, some key officials within the family were killed. People from the Empire were sent to replace them. Among those people were some mysterious mages. They were unsettling in a word. Skin pale as death. One after another, they captured and imprisoned the children of our household. They began performing terrible rituals on the children. It's probably more accurate to call them experiments. With the Empire monitoring our every move, my parents could do nothing but watch in horror as all of this unfolded. One after another, the children died, till the only one left was me. You know, my hair wasn't always this color. During their experiments, they'd been doing things with my blood. One morning, I awoke like this. A shock of white hair, all trace of pigment gone. Upon seeing me, the mages were delighted. They realized that their experiments had finally succeeded. Sure enough, they ran a test and saw that two crests coexisted within me. Losing pigment from my hair wasn't the only loss. Mages informed me that my lifespan was now greatly shortened. 5 more years at most.
God.
Perhaps less.
Woof.
Shortly thereafter, the mages lost interest in me, and we never saw them in the Ordelia household again. Since all that, our family has been in decline.
Don't say.
It's challenging now even to govern our territory. After all my mother and father have suffered, I at least want them to have peace as they grow older. That is all I wish for. But I haven't much time to ensure it comes to pass. It's not like what's been done to me can be undone. Professor, the only way I can conceive of would be to remove my crest somehow. But I don't know if that's even remotely possible. Even if it were, I wouldn't be of much use to you and the others without my crest. You sound resolved. I'll allow your resolve to bolster my own. Thank you, Professor.
Feels bad. Why do people in Fire Emblem have to be such bastards?
Just leave this to us.
We did it?
I have much expertise now.
Seems my practice is paying.